our guest, who is a dear friend of mine. Hey, Lonzie.
Hey.
Listen, the people are joining. They're warming up. They're coming. And in the meantime and in between time, thank you for being my guest.
Of course, girl. We've been planning this for a long time,
I
so I'm happy to be here.
I know, and I mean, we really do just be out here running our
We
mouths
do.
anyway on a regular basis. So we're really just going to let the people in on our normal
Basically,
conversation.
girl, let's do it. Let's do it. You want to give people more time to jump in?
Yes, we
Okay.
will give people a few more time.
Okay.
So tell me, how was your day while they're joining? And we'll do a whole
So,
little
first of all,
introduction.
I did a photo shoot today,
Oh,
and I just got a few of those pictures back just now, literally right
hey,
before you clicked it, and I'm
hey,
just
I'm
like,
sure
oh,
you're like, oh, I know
it
you
looks
like so like,
so
I
good.
just did that. So
They
what was
look
the photo shoot about?
so. It's about the rebrand. It's about the rebrand of my
Okay, don't tell
company.
no details. We don't
I
know.
know. No more
Okay,
details. No more details. No more details. No
let's
more
just jump
details. No
into
more
the
details.
conversation. Okay, so Lonzie is a dear friend of mine. And of course, he had to come on because you guys know Block is all about leisure living. Block is, for those who may or may not know, Block is a home exchange marketplace, but we focus on entrepreneurs, creative entrepreneurs who live leisurely. They mix their business with their leisure to ultimately live their best life. And of course, I had to get my good friend up on the line who does exactly that, and he make it look so easy. So if I had to say who Lonzie J is, I would say he is a creator, a boss, a friend, a son, a cousin, a nephew, a influencer, a culture shifter. Like he's so
Oh,
many
come
things.
on now.
I mean, he wears so many hats that it's like, what are you up to next type of thing? You know, it's like, what are you up to next? And so tell the people in your own words, who is Lonzie J and where are you in the world right now today?
Currently, today, I am in Miami, Florida. Tomorrow, I am in Los Angeles. And in 2 days from that, I am in Japan.
And do you guys see exactly why he is the person to come and talk about Word on the Block?
Yes. So,
Okay. Who is Lonzie
currently,
J?
just to tell you a little bit more about who I am Lonzie J. I am an event curator, event stylist, and event designer. All things events. I do typically plan events, but that's not my forte. I love to make it look pretty. I love to give it an experience, and I love to get my little spaz and little pizzazz on the events. I came from the hospitality industry. I have about 10 years in hospitality, which really truly started my event planning company during COVID, furloughed, of course, and then I just started just to jump in and just do my own thing. And it's honestly been the best decision I have ever made. Honestly, it's been truly such a blessing to see like my own growth and see what I can do with my own muscle and build this brand. This is now year 5 of my company, and honestly, I don't even know how I got here. This is just being like such a blessing, and just to see like how this thing has grown over the past few
Wow.
years.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
So,
like, go ahead,
no,
continue.
no. Please, this is you. Keep going.
Oh, well, more about me. Like I said, born and raised in Miami, Florida. Um, now it's time right now. What we're looking into about doing is trying to expand outside of Miami, Florida.
Okay.
So I think this is a great conversation because this year is what I'm truly planning on doing most of the expansion.
Okay.
So this conversation today is really going to be it's great and it's honestly the start of a new beginning,
A new era.
a new
So,
era. Yes.
Lonnie and I go way back. We started in the hospitality industry together. And we were, employees punching in the clock, doing what we need to do. And then we've seen each other morph into these like visionaries.
Yeah.
We literally took what was in our head and brought it to life.
Literally, that's exactly what we did, especially you.
No, we independently. And so, as we think about bleisure, that is two components. The first component is business.
Correct.
So I would love to kind of like jump into, I know you said you do events, and I know what you do because I be all up in your business,
Yeah.
but we need to tell the people what you do. And so I do remember you were in wait, we started out in front office, but then you went to like sales, marketing, that department.
Yep.
And so how has that morphed you into being the event connoisseur that you are today?
Well, starting off in the hospitality in the front office department, that taught me people's management. That taught me communications, learning about different cultures, just really just communicating with just different people of different genres, different backgrounds, and just getting to know people. So that right there, that just started just let's just say the sales part of the company, right? Just knowing how to speak to people, get to know people, and just know what people are looking for, right? Then when I really got into the sales and marketing department, that really taught me how to sell and like really like brand a business, right? Seeing a company, like I was working for the Marriott, seeing a company how they have their operations and how they basically curated these systems that really just based off just their brands. Not really saying, you know how different brands you have, let's say Amazon. You know, with Amazon, you have your brand colors, you have which is the yellow and the blues. With Marriott's, they stuck with their nudes and their blacks, right? So that just taught me like, okay, with your company, you need to have a brand color scheme, right?
Hello.
And then you need to have your brand wording, like the words that you use with your clients. Like, what are your words? What are your verbiage? We call it speaker sue.
Yes,
And I did a
yes,
little bit.
your
I type in
tone.
speaker sue just to kind of let you know what speaker sue is. Speaker sue is a tone for your company, right? So me, and when I start my emails, I say, "Hey there." So everyone knows that that's Lonz. That's Lonz that just emailed me, right? So you really just have to set that tone and create that tone for your company so they know exactly when and how you come in, basically,
Yes,
right? So starting
yes.
in the hospitality industry, that taught me that, and then jumping into my own brand, right? I felt like I didn't know anything, but clearly I know more than what I thought I knew.
Hello, because you're not gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it for you. He has
Exactly.
worked with some of the top
Oh,
who's, and we're just gonna name drop a few of
let's
them.
do it.
He's worked with Rap Snacks. He does things for BPN, which
Okay.
is a Black professionals community.
Yes.
Um, oh my God, you've done weddings in Italy, and you've done
Don't
even,
forget about
I mean, like,
Madonna.
huh?
Don't forget about Madonna.
Madonna. Art Basel, he is the guy for Art Basel. So if you're looking to plan an Art Basel event for 2026,
I'm saying
2025, I mean, you could just book them for all the years moving forward. Like,
let's just go ahead and set up that 3-year contract. Let's
right,
do
just do a 3-year contract. See, but what I love the most about what you do and what I believe we have a thing that we can share alike in terms of being leisurely is the fact that you take a client come to you with something in their mind.
correct.
When they come to you with it, you automatically can say, boom, I got it. It's going here. You curate these experiences in your mind, and then you bring it to life in such a way that's like authentically you. Nobody can replicate you because they can't climb in your mind and
Correct.
understand how Lonzie thinks. And I think that that's been like one of the best things that I like watch you do, to the
Uh-huh.
point where your clients be shocked. I know I'd be shocked. And I'm like, this man is really made for this. Like, how does it feel to be operating from your calling?
You know, I was speaking to my cousin the other day, and she asked me that same question, right? And I told her I haven't had time to really sit back and observe that and really like see exactly all the things that I do. This is the time, this is the year that I plan to do that more. Really sit down and take back all the work that I do, all the work that I have done, and acknowledge it. Like honestly, I just think this is it's just authentically me. I want to give someone an experience. I want to give them the moment. I want to make them feel great. That's what it's truly about. Making my clients feel great and taking what they have in their brain and then just making it my own. You know?
You do that.
That's truly what it is. That's truly what it's about for me. But then just like, of course, the greatness of it, I truly have not sat back and observed it. Like I move on right to the next event, after the next event, after the
That's,
next.
that's called being booked and busy
Truly.
by the great. And one of the other very awesome things is your books stay busy off of referrals.
Yes. Yes. I have not went out and got my own client yet. And this,
Well, you did because every time you show up and you kill it and you eat it, that client is like somebody else needs to know about this. Who else is having something they need to know?
yes,
And then the pictures, the quality, the details, it
correct.
speaks for itself. And
And that's
so,
really important. The pictures. I mean, I think you and I say this a lot. If you didn't take a picture, it didn't happen, right?
even if you
But
don't post it right away, like, but you
yes.
need to capture that moment.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
You're
The
killing
pictures
it.
and the content myself is content is truly important for any brand, I would say. People need to see your work. People need to see exactly what you do. That's the best selling point, visuals.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I put a lot of thought and details into my pictures. There's shot lists that I put out there to my videographer and my media team that these are certain shots that I want to put out, and I make sure they get those. The content, the quality of it is that's the most important piece for me when it comes to an event. Like I said, I don't get to sit back and actually observe my events. So I actually do that when I go back and look at my photos. Like, oh shoot, I did
Absolutely.
that. I did
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I can only imagine that doing it that way is probably the best way because when you're in it, you are still pulling it out of your head. You're still
Correct.
making it come to life. And
Yes.
then when you're still and it's come to life, you're like, I really did just do that. That
Yeah.
that that just
It
happened.
takes me a while to take it in, but I'll be like, okay, Lonzie, you did that.
And did. So
Yes.
tell me, because I know for a fact that you live a colorful life
Yes.
as an independent person, right? Like
Correct.
we understand what you're doing for business. Wait, so tell the people the types of, yes, he is truly gifted, right? Like he is like it's real. Thank you, Tiffany. It's real. And that's why I was like, you know what? If I start, I'm bringing Bird on the block back. I need to first off tap in my top tier friend. And babe, he was one of the ones that absolutely had to come to the table because not only do I admire what you do, but to have the VIP access to like see you do it is so amazing. And I just think that more people need to hear
I really appreciate that. Thank
hear
you.
your story one,
Hmm.
but also understand that what we're talking about is absolutely something that they can access when they decide and understand who they want to become and who they are in the world. And so when I bring on the idea of Word on the Block is to bring on people who are actively doing it, who are actively living their best life and making it look so easy. So this is the guy who is doing it and making it look so easy.
Oh, thank you.
Tell us
Bye.
Tell us the us as in them, because I already again be in your business. The types of events that I mean, because I know that you could do. I've seen you do all types, but where do you love to? Where does your best work shine at?
My best friend shines. Honestly, my assistant asked me this question, like, what is your ideal client? Like, I don't have an ideal client. I don't have an ideal event. I love all events. There's not a wedding, not a corporate event. There's not a social event. I love them all. I truly do. I like events that lets me explore, do what I
Literally,
want to. Don't restrict me. And when you restrict me, you don't get the best quality from me. You know. Don't do that. I think if you let me really just do what I do, what you're paying me to do, you're going to get the best of me. You really are. Um,
absolutely.
I can't say. I don't know which one I love the most. I probably would say corporate because it's just a little bit more of everything. I get to do the flowers. I get to do the branding. A lot of that. But I don't know. I love the love stories of the weddings, but I love the fact that I am embedded in a company. Honestly,
Yeah,
I actually get to be a part of another brand.
yeah.
For example, Tiffany Carrington. She's based in New York, a marketing agency. The fact that I was able to do her launch event, that set the tone for her company and for the rest of her events that she will do.
And she's
So things like that,
been
that's what's
killing it.
important to me. And she has been killing it. Yes, she has. Things like that's what's important to me. My weddings that are coming up are the ones that I've done in the past. The fact that these brides and these grooms, like, they put me in their lives for a few months, honestly. You know, I'm with these people for a few months, and just to see their love stories and hear their stories, that is what really, really, like, it warms my heart. The fact that I actually get to get these people down the aisle, and that's the start of their true new beginning, you know?
It's so dope.
And then
It's
social
such a
events is truly like just, those are just experiences that I get to create for people's lives. So I
yeah.
don't really have like one type of event that I love. I love it all, and I think that's why I love what I do. And there's nothing else in this world that I'm going to do besides events.
Yes, yes, yes. I mean, you're going to do other stuff because I could just see you. You have a eye for design, and design is like an event, a look.
Yes,
And we're gonna get to your looks in 2 seconds. We're gonna touch that in 2 seconds. A look, interior, like you just have a creator's eye,
aw,
and so you can make it whatever it is look away based
right.
on what that client is talking about.
Literally, you just gotta give me just an idea. Let me go. Let me flow. That's it. All I need is about 2 days, babes. I got
A
you.
boom, boom, boom. And Tiffany said, and that lunch put her. She said, and it put her in the game, Lonzie, because
My
that is.
girl. That's
Oh,
my girl.
I love it.
That's my girl.
And this
That
is
that
why
event.
these conversations are so important because people think that it's lonely at the top. And I am going against that idea so much. It's only lonely at the top when you put your head down and you work by yourself. But when
Correct.
you surround yourself with other people, such as Tiffany, such as Lonzie, such as me, you are building with other people who are hungry and who are also climbing to the top. So we can support each other and exchange notes and exchange information and like be great together.
Absolutely.
That's the
Absolutely.
whole goal, to be great together.
You can't, I mean, you can't do it alone, honestly. You cannot. You cannot. It, it, it's impossible, honestly. It's
It really
truly
is.
impossible to do it alone. You need your support system. You need those accountability partners. You know, you need those friends that literally that you could call right now and say, "Hey, I got this idea, or I'm having this problem, or I have a employee that is like." Not doing what the best thing I want them to do. What should I do? You know, we need those people, and that's the way that you're going to be able to continue to grow. You know,
And you talked me off the ledge many times. You
you
talked
have
me up
to.
the ladder many times. You know, we've helped each other in the highs and the lows, and this is
Yes.
why these type of friendships are like they it's a must.
Yes.
It's a
I
must.
really
Okay,
appreciate you, Samela girl. You have
listen,
been
listen. That's why I
my
have to.
silent business partner.
And you already know you want a man like Lonzie. This is happening. What you saying? What should I be doing? I don't know if I'm coming or going. Now, let's talk about this leisure side of your life because I mean, I've enjoyed some of those moments with you as well. We have stories, but we that's another time, another day. But leisure, what does Lonzie J do for fun? And how do he, yeah, what do you do for fun?
Fun, girl. Well, fun. What do I do for fun? Honestly, I'm a homebody, and I just love my own space. I love to garden.
That,
Love to garden. That's I love that. I love to be with my dog. I love to be with my family. I love to be with my friends. I'm not really like that clubby type of guy. Take me to a lounge, take me to a bar, something real cute and sexy. That's more of
mm-hmm,
my vibe. You know, that's
mm-hmm.
really more of my vibe. I don't like big crowds. That's not really the type of person that I am. But for fun, it's truly travel. Travel.
Listen,
Now
and,
that is what I like to do. Put
and
me on
that's
the
where you be
plane,
shining
babes.
at. That's where you be shining at, babe.
Put me on
Because
the plane.
you
If I'm
talking
not in
about.
my home, go ahead, go ahead. If I'm not in my home, I'm not in that garden. I'm on that plane.
I know.
That's
No, you are. And
yeah.
listen, you have trips lined up. And you talk about content. Your content for your business is absolutely killing it. But I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need you to let us in your business more when you're traveling. I'm gonna need
Okay.
you to let us in your business more when you're traveling. I'm talking about from looks to the experiences to the
Okay.
places. And so everybody who is joining this is looking to be in your business moving forward about their
Got big
traveling.
plans for this year to put y'all in
So,
my business a little bit more. I do want to show myself a little bit more this year. There are some things that are coming up, so you'll see me more. You will.
okay, so you said you're going to LA. Is this business or is this leisure or is this a leisure trip?
Well, it's a little bit of both. It's a bleacher,
Yeah,
you know.
I love
Yes,
it. I love it. Is it a
yes.
short trip?
It is a very short trip. It's a very short
Okay.
trip. Here for a birthday party to decorate someone's event and spend some time with the birthday guy as well. And then I'll be heading out and then going over to Japan.
This is amazing. I mean, like, how do you manage being a founder, a full-time entrepreneur with a team, with clients who are like relying on you while also catching flights? How do you balance the two?
Um, a schedule, a true schedule, being disciplined, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Discipline, and then a passion for what I do. A
Mm-hmm.
passion for
Mm-hmm.
what I
Mm-hmm.
do. Just really being on a schedule. I have to have myself on a schedule and really stick to my calendar. If I don't stick to my calendar, things will go off, you
Yes.
know? So I really have to stick to my calendar and plan. Like I have to plan. I have to plan it out. If I don't plan it out, it's most likely not going to go the way that it should. But that's how I'm able to do it. It's really like planning, true planning. I do have friends that plans most of my trips. Thanks, shout out to Amanda and Patrick, which is my
Hello.
cousin. Yes.
We love
They plan those
that.
trips out for me, but when it comes to like personal trips, I plan those
Yeah.
myself. But true, like I said, just true scheduling, true planning. I do have a team that can handle their own. I can leave them to do some tasks, and they do those well without me now. That was a task before, but where we've grown, and we're here now. We are here
Okay.
now.
Okay. I love it. I love to see I mean, I really just think traveling right now, if we're being honest, I think traveling is looked at as like a privilege or like an expense, and I really think it's an investment. I
It
think
is an
travel is an
investment.
investment because
Yes.
it unlocks so many parts of who you are and who you can become when you go and see new places and new experiences. What
Some
do
of
you
my
think?
best events came from my experiences from travel. Most
Wow.
people don't know that, except my assistant, Sam. She's freaking amazing, by the way.
Hmm.
Um, they don't know that a lot of these inspirations, the visuals for their events came from travels that I've done in the past. If
It's
you really go through my Instagram right now, which is Lonzie Events, I don't know if I mentioned that, but Lonzie Events is the IG of the page. If you go and look at the events that I've done, you can get inspirations from Italy, Morocco. You can get inspirations from literally anywhere in the world. I base my events on my travels, basically.
So, how many places have you traveled to? Like, have you ever counted like the cities or the countries? Like, tell us.
So I did the other day, and I counted about 16 countries where I've been. 16.
Wild.
Yeah, it is right. But 16, 16. I started truly traveling in around 2000 and I want to say 18. My first like international trip was to Europe. I did like an international tour to Europe, and we went to Paris, went to London, and I went to Spain. That
Wow.
was my
So, how did
first vacations. Go
how
ahead.
did you discover the love for traveling? Because we know how you discovered the love for bringing your business to life and events from the hospitality pillar. But like, I mean, and hospitality is absolutely travel.
Yeah.
But how did you know you wanted to catch flights often?
I have a cousin that is a flight attendant. His name is Patrick.
Makes sense.
I've seen this guy literally travel from place to place. I'm just like, where are these places in the world? Like, what is this? Where are you going? And he said, I want to take you on a trip for your birthday. And he took
Wow.
me to London and Paris and Spain for the first time. And after that, I was like, oh, yes, I am traveling way more now. That experience was just like top tier. The people, just seeing like the different people taste the foods, the culture. I was like, I have to experience this more. Like, there's way more than just Miami. That was the mindset. I grew up in Liberty City, in the 90s. Wasn't the best place to grow up in. I made it, of course. But I also knew that there was more than just Miami. And once my cousin gave me that taste, it was up from then. It was up from there.
Literally,
And
literally.
now it's like I said, 16 countries, but within those 16 countries, I've been to multiple cities within those 16 countries.
I was a late traveler myself. I feel like I didn't get on my first flight till I was like 19, 20, maybe 21. I don't really know. Like, but it was later in my adult, like in my teenage years. And I went to visit my auntie in LA. And baby, this lady laid the red carpet out for me in a way that I was just like, this is crazy. Like, at the airport, somebody has my name, like Samela Watson, and then I got in the limo, and then it dropped me off at my
Okay.
hotel. So
Bad.
she's like, "Be ready at this time," and then we went shopping and went to fashion shows and went to dinner, and she had all these amazing friends, and I'm like, "I want to be a rich auntie someday."
Look at you now.
And ever since then, I was just like, "Babe, you cannot stop me. Where do I want to go?" I haven't been to as many countries as you, but I have. Islands have been my like love. I've been
Well, you
to. I
worked
want to
on an
say
island. Let's talk about that.
yes. I've been to about 13 islands. Lived on one specifically, St. John, the U.S. Virgin Islands. But I've also lived in like 8 different cities. So I'm more like a hybrid,
Yes.
right? Like I'm gonna pick up and move if I need to, because we started out in Miami,
Right.
but we're here in New York now.
Yes.
So that's kind of why we've always had this extra layer of connection. So I have a few questions, like specifically,
Alrighty.
what is your favorite thing to do when you're traveling?
Everything to do when I'm traveling. Oh, what do I love to do? So many things, but one of them was, I would say, the food. The
Yes,
food. I'm a big
dining.
foodie.
Yes,
I am a slim guy, super slim guy, but I can eat. I can eat damn. I love to try different genres of food. Just try like foods from the countries, taste those foods. Honestly, most of them are the same. Not gonna lie to you. They're just seasoned differently. That's what it
right,
is. They're just seasoned
right.
differently. Same meat, same meals, like literally, but it's just seasoned differently. Um, that is one of the most favorite things, of course, and then the fashions. The fashions, yes. I am a guy that will put on almost anything because I am inspired by what I see on my vacations.
Hmm.
I would bring that back to the States, and of course, the people look at me like, what is that? What is that? But you don't know because you didn't go there.
Hello. And if you want me to put you in the game, just ask
Just
the
ask,
question.
love. I got
Just
you.
ask the question. Or just follow my Insta and you can have more inspo.
And then another part of that, what I would say, is figuring out how to bring a little bit of business to my travel.
I promise
Yeah,
you, Bleisure is
yeah,
literally the future. And that's
yes,
what we are focused on at Block.
yes, of
Leisure
course,
living, because I believe that you can absolutely work from your laptop
yes,
anywhere you want, find creativity in any way, connect with the people in the local culture, add
yes.
value there, and still take something that they're doing in their country, city, community, and bring it back to your country, city, community, and generate income from it.
Truly,
All of it.
truly, I've been to El Salvador, where we went to just a resort, and just me talking to the events manager there literally got me a gig there. Telling her what I do, telling her that I'm interested in, or I will explore there and do whatever you need me to do when it comes to events there. I'll come there, and I got you.
Period.
I'll do it
Period.
for you. And just off that, just literally just communicating, just letting people know what you do. It can get you out of where you don't want to be, you know. And if you
Absolutely.
do want to stay current and stay in your state, that's fine. But if you do want to get out of your state, travel and get to know people. Tell them what you do. Tell them what you do, and I can guarantee you would definitely move out. I mean, you'll definitely get out and be in places where you want to be.
I
People want to know. People want to work with other great people. Sell yourself. Sell yourself.
absolutely, absolutely. And another one of the things that we're focused on is like we don't just go places, we meet people there. So that you
Yes.
can
Oh, that's cute.
have a community of people, right? Like Block is essentially like a travel community
Hmm.
so that you can meet other people there. And if you can um offset one of the most expensive costs, which is your lodging,
Mm-hmm.
by exchanging your home. Duh. It's like a no-brainer. So my next question to you is actually on that wave. Are
Okay.
you a home sharing person or are you a hotel person?
I would say I'm a home sharing person. I'm a home sharing person, I would say. I like to be amongst others on
Like
vacation.
the B&Bs
Yeah,
of the
amongst the
world, home
B&Bs
exchange.
of the world. I love those. It feels like home on vacation,
Mhm,
basically. You know, we get to cook, we get to be as loud as we want, we get to be together in the living room, we
mhm,
get to have conversations at nighttime, we get to wake up to each other, we get to make breakfast. You know, in the
mhm.
hotels, it's you go to the hotel, you shower, you go to bed, you wake up, and you out. You know, there's not no moments in where you could just chill and relax in your home and in the space that you're in, not your home, but the home that you're in for your vacation. How about that?
Absolutely, absolutely. I am, uh, if it's just me, I am more of a hotel person because I have allergies and I'm like allergic to everything under the moon and like detergent. I have to ask like, what type of detergent do you guys use? Like it's wild. And I don't want to be that nightmare guest in advance.
We
Um,
experience those in
but
our days of working in hotels. So,
but
no.
exactly. But hotels are hyperallergenic. They already think about things like. Oh, but then when it comes to group travel, family travel, absolutely, I'm home sharing all the way, 100%. Okay, so how does traveling, I think we touched on this a little bit, but how does traveling influence the work that you do creatively?
Like I said, I really get a lot of my inspirations from my travel. I don't like to do the same events multiple times, right? So that's you can just if you want me to
Like the same
replicate an
theme?
event. I'm sorry, say it again.
Are you saying like the same theme?
Same theme, same look, same colors. That you're never gonna get that from me.
Yeah.
You're not gonna. That's not what I do. I would take somebody can come to me and say, "Hey, Lonzo, I want to have a white and green event." I can guarantee you that most likely, if I put in my head that I want some other event to be white and green and look like Italy, it will.
Mm-hmm,
You
mm-hmm,
know,
mm-hmm,
or if,
mm-hmm,
if somebody say, "Hey, I want a orange and white event," it's probably I'll make it look
mm-hmm,
Morocco. You know,
mm-hmm.
I take like I said, I take my travels. I take those experiences that I had during my travels, the culture that I learned and experienced during those travels, and I bring them to my events. I bring those, or
Absolutely.
even or touches of it to my events. It's literally like I think of when I'm creating an event or I'm designing an event. Think of, how do I want this to look? Where do I want to go with this event? Where do I want to take my clients with this event? You know, and
Absolutely.
I think that's what they love. They haven't seen it before. Most of the time, most people don't travel. You
Yeah.
know, most people don't travel. And those that do, they love it more. They get to experience. They like they understands it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I take my travels and I bring those into my events. Where it comes to the design, when it comes to the menu, where it comes to the even the food. Like my team, I have a team that are full of beasts
Mm-hmm.
teams that are full of beasts.
Mhm,
They too travel, you know,
mhm.
and they also take those experiences and bring those to our events. I can say, hey, I want to do a southern event, and my chef will come up with a mean southern menu. You
Wow.
know, I tell my chef, hey, this theme right here, I want it to be a little like Italian Tuscan, like a Tuscan
Yeah,
event. He's gonna create a gorgeous like a Tuscan menu, but also something that the guests can still receive. You know, let's not give them a palate,
absolutely.
give them a meal that they just want like, what the heck is this? He's going to give them something that they can receive that is super tasteful, but can also take them to a whole nother place. And that's what my events do. We take you to a completely different world.
That
It's an
is,
experience.
that is, that is, and this, my friends, is why he was the perfect person to talk about work, to bring on Word on the Block.
Yes.
So we're getting ready to wrap. It's two things that I need. The
Okay.
first one is fill in the blank.
Okay. It was fun. Let's do it.
People should travel more because
Ooh, people should travel more because you get to meet more people. You get to build your community. You get to build your network. I would say that's basically the same thing. You get to open your palette. You get to open your palette, and also, let's think about the third one. Open your palette. You get to build your community. and you just get to experience something new. I would say that. You get to
Absolutely.
experience something new. You get to give yourself a new experience, something that you probably would never gave yourself. And when you come back to your place, you're gonna feel brand new. You'll have a new
Absolutely.
hope, new perspective on life and everything. I've been to places where I've been. Example, I went to London. I came back and had a whole burst of energy. You know,
It just does something.
it does some traveling does something to you when you return back home. It's a feeling that you really have to you really have to just experience that. Going on vacation and coming back home and reevaluating your vacation, right? And then reevaluating what you was doing before your vacation.
Absolutely.
And then
Absolutely.
like I said, it's going to give you a true boost of energy. A true
Absolutely.
boost of energy. I would recommend traveling for anyone. When I have my kids, me and my kid would be on that plane every freaking chance we
I
get.
mean,
My child would have all the experiences because that's how they're going to be able to maneuver in this world.
I agree, and I just want to see all the beauty that God has already created.
Yes.
I want to see, and I
Why
believe that
not?
we are way more interconnected than we even know. We think
Yes.
just because somebody's on this side of the world and you're on this side of the world,
You're so correct.
kindness is universal, love is universal, hospitality is universal, and you get to see a piece of something else that you would have never even unlocked or processed had you not caught flights.
If you haven't caught that play, exactly. It's
Yeah.
like it's more than an experience for sure. It's a whole new it's a world. This world is big.
Mhm.
It's a big world. It's a big world, and it's
Mhm.
beautiful. God creation. It's wow. It's literally it's like wow. You know, it's really
Why
like
not go and
wow.
see it? Why not go
Why
and see
not go
it?
and see it? Why just stick yourself to what you see every day? Why would
Yes,
you
I agree.
that to yourself? Why would you limit yourself like that? You know, go out and explore and see the world. It's a big world and it's beautiful.
Yes,
It is beautiful. Trust me. The world outside of what you know, if you don't travel, it's a beautiful place. And it's way
agreed and agreed and agreed.
no shade to Mexico, but it's other places out there. Okay.
Because, I mean, we tore Mexico up during
Oh,
COVID, baby.
honey, yes, we
We could
did.
not stop getting to, I mean, every piece of Mexico was probably tied to, here come them damn Americans again. Because we, as Americans, tore Mexico all the way up. And not in a bad way, but in like, just could not stop catching flights to every part of Mexico.
Yes, it was the easiest place to go during COVID.
I mean, but I ain't mad at it at all. I'm not mad about it at all. A
I wish
quick
you would
look,
know
a
about
quick little weekend pop out. Do what you got to do.
yes.
Okay, what is one piece of advice that you would give to a entrepreneur or aspiring entrepreneur about you know following their dreams or starting out or give them something, give the people something.
Just do it. I feel like we tell ourselves that we can and we shouldn't, and oh, maybe not now. And by the way, I'm talking to myself too.
Often
Because
we
not
got to repeat this to
now,
ourselves.
not now. We're gonna do it later. I'm not gonna get on that computer and create that logo. I'm not gonna create that website. Just do it. The moment that you just do it will be the start of something great. It will be the start of something great. Get out your own way.
Get
Get out your
it out your way.
own way. Get out your own way and literally just do it. That's it.
That's
And don't
real.
forget to live in that moment too, because I think we thrive to get to the top. And when we get there, I've heard many times when you get there, it's like, wait, this is it. Go
There's no
through
there
all
there.
exactly.
There's no
Exactly.
there. So you just got to keep going
You just have
because
to keep going. But
there's no
also you
point of
have to start.
arrival.
You gotta start though. If you don't
You
start, you
must.
won't even get to the middle, you know? So just start.
Uh,
That's what I have for entrepreneurs that's out there that is either starting up or have the idea of a business concept and waiting for some magic to come up in their head for them to start. It's not gonna happen, babes. You just gotta do it.
And
You just have to do it. I had a best friend that told me to quit that job and go start that business. I did it. COVID made me do it. But when COVID did come, I did it. and it's been the best thing yet. It has truly
Mm-hmm.
been the best thing yet. I wouldn't trade it for nothing else. I mean, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not. If God say go back and get a 9 to 5, then okay, God, sure. But as right now, God said you're gonna do this business, you're gonna run this business, and that's what I'm
And
doing. So I would say
change
and
lives. And,
change lives. The company for me is more than just events, by the way.
yeah.
I don't. I'm focusing on clientels that come to me where we can take your event, but we can also give back and make this world a better place. We
Mm-hmm.
can give. We can give. Your event can give to someone in need. I have
Mm-hmm.
a nonprofit that's called Thanks for Giving Back, where I would take example. I could take a sneaker ball and we can go and donate shoes to a homeless shelter or to a kids park, you know. So it's more than just an event for me. It's truly a full experience. Even after the event, we're still
Mm-hmm.
doing with your event.
Absolutely. And you definitely have some sustainability components. We could touch on that if you want to.
We sure
And
can.
that is something that I'm super excited because Block essentially made a pivot. We were doing another model like a year ago, and we made a pivot to home exchange. But the beautiful thing about home exchange is it is sustainable, right? Because we're not taking the biggest problem that people are having around short term rentals is they're saying is taking homes off the inventory for a regular person to live and have somewhere to stay and driving the prices up. Well, the beautiful thing that home exchange is gifting us with is we are essentially recycling a home, right? When I'm not at my home in Brooklyn, somebody else can now use this as their lodging option. And now it's not taking a home off the market and it's allowing for sustainability. And so that's and then we're recycling, right? Like we are reusing each other's things. And
That's so
so
great.
that's how we're sustainable. Tell the people how Lonzie J events
Our
incorporate
sustainable
uh,
sustainability.
sustainability.
One way is we go to food markets where they're gonna like trash um, like fruits. It could be fruits, anything, right? Instead of them trashing them, I allow them to donate them to me, and I create beautiful tablescapes with garnishes. Most times, right now, I would say the industry is maybe about, I think they said like 4.2 tons. An event, and like I think for a full year, events has about 4.2 tons of waste, right? And that's just probably just flowers, by the way, just flowers. I do events where you don't need a flower to have a beautiful tablescape. I can get you grapes, fruits, anything, and do a gorgeous tablescapes of groceries that probably would have been thrown away, and it
Wow.
costs you less money for your event versus spending tens and thousands of dollars on florals. You know,
Wow.
so we
Wow.
create sustainability events with things that grocery stores and food markets will trash. They could go donate them to us, and we create beautiful things with them.
I mean, I'm just so lucky to have a visionary as a friend.
It's the new wave that I'm creating. It's
Hello.
definitely a new wave. It's a new wave that I think most planners have got set into just, spending these tons of monies on these events. And I just think we have to save this world if we're going to live in. We want our grandkids, we want the kids that comes after our grandkids to be in this world, to have a world to live in. We have to work on saving it too, right?
Do
I
our
don't want
part.
to be that. I don't want to have a company that kills it, that kills the planet. I don't want that for me. So I'm focusing on sustainability with my company,
I
and we're
love it.
just my work alone. I feel like I'm doing the work and my part into saving the planet.
Okay. Okay. I
Non-waste
love it.
events, non-wasteful events, basically. And even
Okay.
after our events, we with the garnishes that we use for our events, we give those to the homeless community. So of course, like
Mm-hmm.
your clean products, we give that to the homeless community or shelters that it can use.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, you are really just doing it and making it look so easy. You live in bleisurely, making it look easy, and I'm excited to see what. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze.
Let's just those allergies, girl.
I think I'm learning to gather myself because that was almost a sneeze. It almost came out. Okay. Thank you so very much for spending your Thursday evening with
Of
us.
course.
And we will definitely make sure that people know how to find you and we reshare.
Okay.
And can you tell the people your Insta or where you would like them to find you at?
You can find me on Instagram at LonzieJ Events. That's just the company page, and my personal is lons.j. That's LONZ dot letter J. That's personal, and Instagram is Lonzie, which is spelled LONZIE, the letter J events, and that's it. That's the IG.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much for joining us for
So
our
welcome.
another
Thank you guys for
episode
viewing.
of For Word on the Block. And we're so happy to have you, Lonzie. Thank you so much for living your best life and showing others that it is absolutely possible, and making barriers that, maybe we don't know that it's a thing, but by you sharing your story, I believe, and the more we share our story, I think the more we give other people permission to
Right.
step into their role, to step into their place and take up space, and you don't need permission from anybody to do it.
You do not need permission. If no one taught me that, it has been you, you
You
know?
don't
You taught me
need
that, so
permission.
you do not need permission to take up space at
Go get
all,
what you
right?
want, and be shameless about it. Hello.
Hello.
So thank you again. Happy Thursday, and be great on the other side, people.
All right.
Enjoy your trips and keep putting us in your business on your vacations, Lonzie.
I am. Listen, I got it. I got it. This is the
Because
year
we
now.
definitely finna be. Go follow his page, y'all. And if y'all don't see him putting us in his business for his travels, say something. Like, you
Yeah, just
told us
DM me.
that you was gonna let us in. Right, DM him and be like, you told us you was gonna let us in your business. What happened?
I got y'all. I'm definitely going to be putting on my business more. People want to see it, and I'll be putting it out there.
Absolutely. Believe you're living. I mean, because people don't know it's possible if they don't see somebody else doing it. And so we are the example that we want other people to experience.
Absolutely. Thank you so
Okay.
much, Camilla, for having me.
Absolutely. Bye bye. Be
All right.
great.
Have a nice day, guys. Toodles.
Bye.